Before the video begins, I just want to say that I am live streaming the Takeover event, so as soon as this video goes live, I myself will be live. So come in and say what's up. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name's Bilify, and today in the game of slap battles, the Takeover event is here. We have this brand new paint glove with 50/70 power, 15 speed, and the ability is slowing splat. This requires the color splash badge to use, and we can see this glove here is like a hand, but it's a paintbrush, and it's got a little stylish brush on the side. That's cool. I like that. We can see that this lobby is now graffiti themed, a whole bunch of different graffiti styles, some relating to slap battles, others with memes. I love it. I love the graffiti arts. But to get this glove, we are going to need to go into the Takeover event right now. When you walk into this portal, you're going to see two different game modes. One is going to be regular, the other is going to be championships. You can't access the championships until you have completed some of the quests in the first one. You can bring up to 2 friends with you, and they will be on your team. To complete the Takeover event, you're going to need to complete 3 challenges in this game. The first one is going to be you're going to have to get 35,000 studs covered. The next one's going to be you have to win 2 games of the regular splat battles. After that, you have to go back and swap over to the championship mode and win that, and you will win the Takeover event and obtain yourself this brand new paint glove. I appreciate you, cute. Jesus Christ, is that Jason Bourne? That's what I got off of that. Upon joining into the match, you're going to see that you're going to be prompted with 3 different classes: the Speedster, the Bomber, and the Paint Roller. Each of these has their own unique ability and will be good in their own specific ways. The Speedster is like having the speedrun glove. You run around at Mach 1. This is great for being an offensive user and stopping other users because they are slower than you and you're going to have the desync advantage of fighting. This is a great glove to use if the other team has a Bomber or a Paint Roller. You can slap them up and keep them from placing down paint, as they are going to be big threats to your team, as they cover a lot of area with paint quick. So if you have the speedrun glove, you're going to be using this primarily to try to stop the other users using bigger gloves like the Paint Roller and the Bomb glove. Next up, we have the middle class, the Paint Roller class. This one actually has an R ability instead of just your base E ability. If you hit the R ability, you can see how much more coverage you can place, and it has a relatively quick cooldown as well. You can check on the right hand side how quick that Paint Roller refreshes, and just look how much area you can cover. There's a ton of it. Note though, you are a little bit slower. You're the median speed, so you can absolutely be bullied by the speedsters of the other team, so you're going to have to watch out and play your cards right on how you defend yourself. But this class is great for being the middleman of being okay at fighting and being good at covering up a lot of space in a short amount of time. It wouldn't be a day if And then the third and final class that you can select is going to be the Bomber class with the lowest speed of being 16. This having the lowest speed means it has the most paint output that you can have. You can spread paint everywhere with this, but the thing is, you are susceptible to being absolutely bullied, and you have to be careful with this. Other users will have a good desync advantage on you, and if you are being chased by a speedster, yeah, you're probably gonna die. But you are going to be one of the biggest threats on the map with Bomber if you use it properly. Try to take the high ground, as when you are on the high ground, you can cover a lot of space with just throwing your bomb. Once you win 2 matches and complete the second challenge, you will be awarded the Canvas Conqueror badge. Once you have that, you are now able to enter into the championships. To do this, you must back out and go back and rejoin in the portal. Now you're in championships, and championships work the exact same way as the regular game mode. The only difference is now you have to win 3 games. It's not best of 3, it works by the first team to win 3 games. So if you have a team, try to come up with a strategy that works for you best. First team to reach 3 wins the championships. Each game lasts 2 minutes. Sometimes finding a little corner where nobody's at and painting that works out very well, because there's a lot of spots that people don't even run during the game. So if you can find your own little area, it can be a big help to you. Also, another tip is, with your paint tank at the very bottom, if you run out of paint, wait for it to get all the way back to 100 before you start using your ability again. Because if you start using your ability when it's at 30%, it's not going to keep recharging. It stops recharging whenever you use your ability, so make sure when you hit 0, let it recharge all the way back up. When it gets down to the final seconds of each match, it can be very worth it to look at the top to see which team is closest to you. If somebody is really close to you, find that color and start painting over it. The more that you paint over that opposing team's color that's right behind you, consider it like a 2x points, because you're decreasing them while also increasing yours. So at the very end, the final 10 to 15 seconds, maybe even the 30 seconds, depending on how the match is going, try to find that team that's closest to you and start painting over theirs. One of the absolute worst things that you can do in this game mode is doing what I'm doing right now and standing still. At the very end of this game, when it's very close, I'm standing still, which is not the way, but I was trying to find the most precise location to eliminate the most blue, and we just barely won, just barely. But as you see, once we get that, we get both badges, which allows us to finish the Takeover event and get this brand new glove. But ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get this brand new paint glove and how you finish the Takeover event for slap battles. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna test out this brand new paint glove. When loading in, you're gonna see that you have two abilities, an R and an E ability. The E is gonna be a little splat that you can shoot at somebody to paint them and cover them in paint. Your R is gonna be a roller brush that you can actually roll into them. With the roller brush, you can't actually hit them if you just run through them. They have to be painted first. You can tell when somebody's painted because they have an icon above them and the skin color of them changes to whatever paint they got hit by. When you shoot paint on the ground, you get a speed buff. Anybody else that touches that gets a speed nerf. So you can use this to kind of speed up and run everywhere. You can see when I go in, I'm faster, and when I go out, I'm not. So you could use this to run away, or you could use this as a tactical advantage. The E ability is exactly what it says. It's a slowing splat. When you hit somebody with the E, they slow down and make it easier to be hit. So you can see when I got hit there, I was a lot slower. Also, when you're covered in paint, you take a lot more knockback. Using your paint roller, if you paint across the ground and somebody walks into that paint, they do get covered in paint and get that slowdown, so you can hit them with your roller brush after. Think of it like the ice skate glove. If an ice skate drives past you and you step in their ice path, you stand the chance of turning into an ice cube. It's the same for this, only with this, you get covered in paint and now you get that slowdown and stand the chance of being hit by the roller brush. There's quite an insane combo with this. If you hit them with your E with the slowing and then you start using their roller, you can start at the other end of the map, hit two rollers, and then finish them off with a slap. Ivan chose not to slap, but he very well could have knocked me off there. Insane combination. Now that we've seen this brand new paint glove, let's run through some of the other changes in this update. We're gonna be kind of quick about it though. With the MR glove, the MR no longer jump scares you when you slap them. The jump scare plays when they ram into you at high speeds. Being rammed into a second time plays the jump scare that currently happens when you're slapped twice. There is a counterplay though. If you slap them before they hit you, you can prevent the jump scare. The E ability no longer flings the MR user by reorienting them and removing the velocity properly. So this is a massive buff to MR. So we can see when we get hit there, look at this. There's the second one. Now they said they fixed getting out of MR. Let's test that real quick. Oh, usually beforehand you'd be on your back. Landing MR shots now is going to be so much easier. Look at that. Instant stop. That's insane. Huge buff. But we do have some glove remodels, which is cool. The Killstreak Mastery glove has changed. We can see that this glove now has a little face on it. Oh, yeah, that's so cool. I love that. The little swirls and stuff, a little face. That's actually an insane look. Ooh, look at it with 49 kills. Oh, with 50. Okay, let's see how this looks. With it upgraded into red, it looks insane. Like the red hue with the red glove. Yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, that actually looks sick. It's now purple with the mouth. Oh my god, with the yellow, honestly, you can't even really see it, but it's still looks cool. Oh my god. 250 just makes the glove pure black. Spare me, sir. Please. Oh my god. We can barely see it. But look at it floating. Oh my god. The next glove to have a remodel is the friction glove. It's a dark glove, so it's kind of hard to see, but we can see there's a glove model on its hand itself. I completely forget what the last one looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll put it on the screen right now. So we can see this is the glove now, and this is what it was beforehand. So yeah, there's a little bit of a change here. And then the last glove to get a change is going to be the shotgun glove. We can see it's no longer just an actual shotgun, it's a finger shotgun. Look at that. It matches the glove system now. Yo, I love that. It's like you pour the powder into the thumb, and it's like an old style shooter. Oh, sorry, I did not know Train was there. Oh my god. Yo, this is sick. There's two quick fixes in this update. One with the Bonk Mastery. The confetti knockback with no players squished is fixed. And then the second fix in today's update is in the retro lobby. The new Alberto duck model that they've added didn't make any sounds beforehand. Now it quacks. We got a meow here. It's barely etched in, but yeah, it's here. Oh my god, look at this. This is a tester exclusive. That's crazy. Well, that's very cool. If we look at what Gravity said, a lot of these different images have been made from different devs. Like they have one from Pressure, Regretivator, Fish, Superstar Racers, Something Evil Will Happen. That is honestly so cool. I love what they've done with the theme of this. But ladies and gentlemen, that is everything in today's paint update. Good luck with your paint challenges. I hope you can win your games. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of this update and this brand new glove. Easily a solid 11 out of 10 update and glove. So much fun. A lot of creativity went into this. You could see the inspiration of Splatoon in this as well. So cool. I absolutely loved it. They cooked. But I'm interested to read your thoughts below. But other than that, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this. And if you're going to watch me in the stream later, I'll see you then. Later!